Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the your little rat you. Use the youth, them money, waste a must a man to statue. Say me like a catch you, but bigger than a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above me, no him a got a too much eat in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me,
300% free.
it burn me,
Garbage pile of it is.
it burn me,
Give the teacher them
it
raise.
burn me,
I see corruption peace.
it burn me,
Mash down the people them house.
it burn me,
Every day appear arms out.
it burn me,
Appear money them a thief.
it burn me.
And them a sell out with beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them no deliver. Cut up the youth, they rap and they down in our fever. Member bowl honey and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start like thief when them sell.
It burn me,
Or they treat the market man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the cat man.
it burn me,
Or they treat the peanut man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the dirt man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the son man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat policeman.
it burn me,
How them a treat soldier man.
it burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again.
Stibby dim day. We in Global TV say certain kind of friend we no keep. And some informer friend we love like. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to a weekend broadcast on the Global Television Group. Sorry about not coming out last night, but definitely because Kim come out with a murder balling. Remember Kim, what did tell we in a February say? Them a got tired fi see me face. But Kim start ball and Kim start talk because they say Kim heart full. Kim heart full to the brim. So Kim come out and attack. Me don't know if nobody a go pay Kim for shut up or anything of such a like. But it sparked further questions. Question that concerns Royal Reed and Fix Spinner, as well as questions further concerning Marsha Simit. You might never know where you buck up in when you walk next to a JLP MP, whether you're going to end up illicit or complicit. It's yet to know. Call Paula and call Tina Chin. Anybody know Tina Chin? Tap her up on her shoulder and say, pass by you, fed up of you. Anybody know Tina Chin? Tap her up on the shoulder and tell her, say, pass along you dear. Has something to tell you. Pass along. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good evening, Debbie Jarvis TV. Good evening. How are you? Sonia Johnson, Karen Wagwan, Beth Comest, good evening. Good evening and welcome. Jim Ashley, Michael Nepper, Country Gal, Canadian Gal rather, Dorothy Elliott, Alvis Foster, how are you, cousin? Althea. Good evening, Michelle Lewis Wilson, Colleen Dahmer, Michelle McKay, good evening. Good evening, Christopher. Like and share the live, please, because we're going to listen to Kim and we're going to have reviews on it and we have question to ask about it, Karen Nemad. Shauna Smith, what could have ticked dear old Kim? What could have ticked her over that she have to come out weeping, bawling the woodshed, Carlos Gray? Good evening. What could tick dear Kim over that Kim come out bawling, rolling, asking for help, promising them, I won't do it barefoot again? What is going on in the Labour Party that could be worse to come? I mean, Chopper just came out the other day and addressed Pernell Charles' two daughters. None of Pernell Charles' two daughters has responded to what Chopper John has said. But something a go on in a backyard will soon reach out a square. It soon reach out a square, you know. Everybody soon hear where I go on because there's a reason why Kim come out and cry. Kim not just come out and cry so. But let us go over to the probably she's a puss. Probably she's a puss. Let us go to probably she's a puss first. Convince us, Prime Minister, that Marsha Smith resigned or was she sacked? Which was it? She was a state minister. The country needs to know. Is Marsha under investigation? Have Marsha been caught with her hands in the cookie jar? What was it? Because on a can't come tell we say it was because the constituency wasn't happy with Marsha. Real sweet. That won't go to shop well. I mean, we won't get much out of that, would we? Because if it was because of that, Prime Minister, 2 years ago when the constituency was demonstrating against Marsha and denouncing her, you never did anything. What you did, Prime Minister, is that you promoted her to the cabinet. Come on now. And all of a sudden, Marsha resigned with immediate effect. Why did Marsha resign? Is there an investigation against Marsha that we're not aware of? Because it's just too suspicious so that Marsha, who has just been promoted to the cabinet, has resigned. Just so. So. No explanation, no reason. I'm tired, yeah, man. Or is it that Marsha got enough? Marsha got back daddy's money. Is it? Marsha just left so. Carlos Wagwan. Marsha just pluck up and left just so. After Marsha been promoted. Marsha been promoted after her calamity with her constituency. Marsha never do nothing for a morning. And you still promote her. And then she just resigned with immediate effect. So let's listen to piece of work that Granny Sus did about Marsha.
September 3, 2024 marks 4 years since Marsha Smith was elected by the people of Northeast St. Anne as their Member of Parliament. Her political journey began when she was chosen to replace JLP stalwart Shahini Robinson as the party's candidate in the seat following Robinson's death in May 2020, just months before the general elections. The constituency has remained a stronghold for the JLP since 2001. However, Smith's time in office was marked by internal dissent, with protests emerging from her own supporters. In February 2022, scores of JLP supporters converged on Smith's campaign office in St. Anne's Bay, demanding her resignation. They accused her of offering them subpar representation. In September that same year, Smith faced another round of protests. The complaints were similar. They expressed that they were being neglected.
We don't want Marsha! We are so far down here! We are so far! Mr. Leader! Go help us! We want help! And we're not voting! We're not voting if we not get around!
To this day, a resident, Shoshana Sinclair, says there has been no improvement in Smith's representation.
She wasn't doing anything. No, she's an inside person. We want you to come out. We want road work. We want development in our community. You have to have us every month. Something is going on. Road work is going on. You have the senior citizens club and everything. Everything is going on in the constituency. Nothing was going on. Nothing. So we're glad to resign. We are very happy here in Northeast St. Anne. Overwhelmed, joy.
A nationwide news probe in November of 2022 revealed that Smith led a group of MPs who had failed to fully utilize their annual allocations under the Constituency Development Fund, CDF. The probe, which was supported by an access to information request, found that Ms. Smith had an unallocated and unspent sum of more than $16 million up to the end of October 2022. That's $16 million of a total of $19 million. In other words, she used only $3 million of the $19 million allocated to her for 2022. Meanwhile, Senator Matthew Samuda has since been selected as the JLP's new representative for Northeast St. Anne. Ms. Sinclair claims the constituents have welcomed Senator Samuda with open arms.
He has done well already, and we know he can do better. So we just have to bring him and make him feel comfortable because he not come work. We not ask because he put in the work them already. You can see, we love action. We not like to sit down back and not talk back and no, we love action. Him come and he walk the ground and he know everybody already. So I just call the date, Andrew, right now.
Robeanne Williams for Nationwide News.
The Prime Minister is under duty to tell the nation why Marsha Simit resigned. Is Marsha Simit under the integrity probe? Could Marsha Simit have used money out of that 16 million we should not spend in our constituency to secure asset of her own that she cannot verify, and therefore she's under the integrity probe? Could it be that she's one of the illicit that we are still yet to hear about? Because from day one, Cousin Myrna, how you do? Monica Horton. From day one, Marsha Simit's resignation didn't make sense. Didn't make sense at all. Could it be that Marsha Simit use money out of that 16 million that she have not spent from her constituency development fund to acquire asset of her own? Member, Prime Minister will entrench her up there, so because Prime Minister and our father did friend, and our father spent up a lot of money in a Prime Minister campaign, and Prime Minister want to repay what Daddy had put in. So, after Daddy dead, why are we keeping her here? I mean, She hold on to 16 million. She can go on now. Was it something like that, Andrew? Or was it because of integrity and ethical standing in public life why Marsha have to step aside? Because it don't make no sense. It cannot be that 2 years ago, when the residents were asking you to tend to the situation, what you went on to do, Prime Minister, was you promoted Marsha Smith after the people of our constituency. I said, not even see we not see her, she not come boy. You never respond to the people then. You went and you promoted her. Then all of a sudden, we hear say Marsha Smith resign with immediate effect. What is happening? What is happening in the JLP that we're yet to hear about? What kind of old house is falling down over there? Because Kim no come out and cry, just so you know. Kim no come out and cry just so. Kim a cry for a reason. Kim a cry for a reason. Kim not cry because Kim have enough eye water for waste. Kim a cry because Kim heart full. Me uno do it and me one left in it. Uno draw me in there. Uno plan. Uno there go look out for me. And me one left in it. What have you all done to Kim? I mean, me never believe Warrell Reid help a story. Let me tell you a lie, old man. If it is that somebody take you, go bank, go open an account in your name, them hold the card, and if you figure draw money, give them out of it, then carry your bank, you draw the money and you give them and the card, and them go their merry way and you go for your merry way, and you think so everything did all right, and you think if you believe your defense? The taxi driver defense would have even sound more plausible than yours, lady. But then Kim come out a ball. But me want Kim to talk more upset, you know, because more upset Kim become is the more you might hear. But this is saying Jamaica that Kim has reached her wit's end. I have spent all that I have. Mash up my business, sell my van, sell even daddy dead left. And me one still out here butter. Allegedly for crime, what she say, she never commit. She don't know about. We just get dragged in there because Andrew rub them up side of me. And when you talk, you get badgered by Jamaica Labour Party supporters that you are texted by Andrew. How Andrew government is so mobbed by money issue and corruption? Asking yourself that question. Why Andrew government always in some tangerons with money issue and with corruption? From start to finish. When he come to office in government, in cabinet member, them just a drop like a fly, so. Paula and Claudette. When I got charged, Reed and Pinnock. Maybe them some people stress out Kim. Because Warren Reed and them lot have money to buckle to the Privy Council, even though they were slapped down. Kim don't have that resources. And even the help what Kim a beg on a turn on a back pan him. Just like how the cross them beg Jean and Pantan, help them thief, and them turn them back pan Jean and Pantan. See they now, Kim help on a thief and say a Kim one left in the distress. Kim spend out all of what she have, you know. Kim don't have a penny left. Kim don't have a tuppence left. All you see Kim was rotating and gyrating during the local government election. So we got tired for seeing face. I don't know how much long we have to wait to get tired because she get tired. She get tired, you know. That's why she come out in sorrows. She's at her wit's end. This is a cry for help, JLP. The issue is, though, how much people around the country, JLP supporters, is feeling like Kim, let down by a party that they threw everything behind and support. And this selfish, narcissistic leader just focus on enriching himself and a few loyal friends. Let's listen to Kim's heartache.
You know, noble councillors and caretakers of the Jamaica Labour Party. I am Kim Brown Lawrence, the sitting two-term councillor for the Brownstone Division in Northwest Centre, a seat that has never been won by the Jamaica Labour Party since 1982. It took 36 years for me to single-handedly and barefooted win this seat. I have never had a walk with a party official here. I have never had a meeting with one here for my election, I should say. No, let me not say that. I've never had a walk with an official here. Right? Kim do it. Broke and everything. And she did it. Right? It so happened that 5 years ago, Ruel Reid was sent here as the caretaker, a seat that I applied for. But as they said, I'm not qualified. No problem. They sent someone, I worked with him. It so happened, that was the second letter written by one written after that. Anyway, let's leave that. Not qualified, no problem. I'll work with where I am placed. I'll grow where I am placed, right? 5 years ago, the court started from 2019. Every Wednesday, the council have to find herself a station, signing in a police book over something she don't know about. Reached out to the party, officials in the party, numerous times, seeking help to get a lawyer. None of them reach out to the answer. Reach out to our next minister. Take pity upon me and he helped me. Yeah, he helped me with the lawyer 2 times, 5 years now. 2 times. This is a case that caused me to close business, sell my father dead left van. The retroactive that I receive, I have to use it upon lawyer. I have to take time talking, because when I'm angry, I will say things one officer. I use the dead left, the sell a van, to pay a lawyer. 2 van, to pay a lawyer. The business money, pay a lawyer till the lockdown. Daughter sick, reach out, nothing. Get a little retroactive, liar. Reach out back to him, an official, nothing, no help, not even a reply. General, I come up back. I know that I am the head cornerstone in a Northwest Centre constituency. Yes, I'm aware. Because you need this seat to carry it in. If you work under the whole of them, I pressure you. And plus, the sitting else come out again. No, me party, when me now left, now go back me, Yeah, man. I go run up and down here.
What is going on here? Let me deal with the part where I take issue with first, Kim. Because for most of it, I'm sympathetic to you. But there are parts. There is a part when you sit well with me. When you say, for see what you don't know about, me take issue with that part. Then. How you mean to say, them are going to charge you for something what you don't know about? Me know that part they don't sit well with me. But this is a woman at her wits' end, spent out, business and everything mash up. I wonder if it is that trial is coming up, them get served trial date or whatever that triggered Kim. I don't know, I'm just asking. Tash, how are you? Sophia Hall, Maxine Lynn, Larkland, Linville Henry. I wonder if them get date for trial. Because you say, remember them fight all the way to the Privy Council to escape trial, you know. And the Privy Council, they weren't allowed permission. They need to stand trial in the Jamaican system. But this case has worn her down financially, mentally, and emotionally. And to top it off, the people them what she think was her friends and supporters, even though reaching out to them, have all turned their back on her. Even multimillionaire thief like Warrell Reed, who's thieving the millions, turn back on her. Fighting with them to the Privy Council would have cost Kim an awful lot of money. Because say, the wicked Hugh Wildman say, there's nothing in the FID, there's no power. The FID have no power to arrest or charge his client. So no lawyer have double tongue. 1 minute them talk this so, and 1 minute them talk over this so. But what this young lady is saying to you, Jamaica Labour Party, barefootedly, hungry, we could do the lead them like Donald Trump, barefootedly, broke pocketly, hungry belliedly, she has worked and win that that division that you have not won in 30 odd years, over 3 decades. That is suggesting that there is something about her and the people within the division that she could have flipped that division to the Jamaica Labour Party. And she is saying to you all, me no go want my help to take home the constituency. And me not go out there, go walk on barefoot and hungry belly food. Because when I ask them to become the MP, them say, no, you're not thief enough. A little drop your teeth. You have a thief enough, like Warrell Reed. After your thief Warrell Reed amount, then we will look if you qualify. But for now, you're not stealing enough. Are you, Kim? You're not really stealing enough at the moment, because Andrew Holness told us on Wednesday that all you need to do to get a job amongst him is to be a disciple to his fiscal policy. And you know, Andrew is really fiscally. Isn't the Prime Minister fiscally? So you have to add Donald Trump lip on everything these days. The Prime Minister has been fiscally, even when he's been paid to do your job. So Kim must have done some form of work. The division would have had some form of confidence in her that the division was willing to flip to the Jamaica Labour Party in 2016. And she's saying, when me ask for the MP job, tell me say I'm not qualified enough. I mean, if one's qualified to wield a stool and beat his fiancée black blue in public, then how come a small thief then wouldn't be qualified? I mean, if Everett Warmington with him cow tongue, back a cow tongue, hog pen, rolled in shit and mud is qualified, why then wouldn't Kim? If you have so much there, Prime Minister, and you could not find an education minister or a qualified finance minister, how then Kim? Because you said, Prime Minister, it's not really about your CV or your experiences. All you need to do is to be disciplish. So how come Kim never qualify? Because I need to place Worrell somewhere. I need to place Worrell somewhere. I need Worrell to take care of X, Y, and Z. You not thief enough, Kim. And this is what befalls you. You never show say you are the better thief. You make Worrell read out, do you? Because you never have help and driver to open bank account in a them name and a run money through them name. Learn the trade, no, Kim. Didn't you see Andrew run money through Mama and Papa name? Come on, Kim, learn the trade. You get played out there, Kim, haven't you? You get played out of the game, you know. Because the thieves are not out here crying. They're protected by Parla. And one thing I protect you, you know, Kim, is because them I protect the thief them. It's not really you them I protect. It's Worrell Reed them I protect. We'll save you. But then it drag down your pocket. It mash up everything, even dead left. What Papa left give you. Mash up. They're not protecting you. Don't think you're being protected here. It's only because you're standing behind Worrell Reed and fix spin up why don't they lick them now catch you. If it was you alone, you got prison. You're dead at prison like Gina and Pantan. If it was you alone, you would have dead at prison. Sandra Ellis, how are you? How you doing? Agency Driver 5, Patrick Evans. Well, go on. But this will serve uno woman right. Uno stop suck up to these men in power and make them use their like a position and office for fool, and get involved in them crime. The same way Hugh Krasky them tell Gina and Pantan say, thief we and you and we will protect you. Who won a rub coal concrete now? Gina and Pantan. While the Krasky them big friend them in a legal circle and all sort, so they don't have nothing to answer to. But Gina and Pantan, who was stealing under his instruction, must be answerable. So I don't know if conspiracy come out of fashion. I don't know if coercion come out of fashion. Why they can't find no reason? Paula Llewellyn, from the time Privy Council say, Thief, go and go stand trial for the people them money. You thief the people them money, go and go stand trial for it. All know Paul and Claudette cannot set a trial date for Royal Reed and fix Pinnock. All know. And these are some of the things that stress out Kim. Because the longer it go on, Kim have to pluck up legal fees. And Kim done. Kim not have nothing more for sell. Kim not have nothing more for sell. And Kim not go back road. If Kim did go back road, no disrespect to you, Kim, you wouldn't come out and cry for help. This is a national cry for help. This is a cry to the party to say, "Uno fail me. When me ask you for the position, you never give me. I wanna send a thief will come put me in a problem. Uno send a thief come put me in a problem, but uno tell me say me never qualify. What was Royal Reed qualified for other than stealing? Kim might be asking. What is Royal Reed qualified for other than stealing? Because he did it in millions when he was at the education ministry. Royal Reed never have mercy when he might take up money at the education ministry because them have account. Him have account in a helper name and him have account in a driver name. Royal Reed was just swindling money left, right, and center. And all now the director of public prosecution cannot bring a case against Royal Reed. Don't you think this is stressing out Kim? Royal Reed have enough money if he continuously pay these legal fees, you know. Jamaica College pay off Royal Reed within millions where they. So him not have problem with legal fees. Since this galangin, a whole heap of sweetheart pay off Royal Reed get after him bail out the education ministry. You just say be a disgrace in this government here. And when you talk, how come all the while there's so much money problem along this leader and him people them? How is it, Genevieve, the Easy Jerk World? I'm not aware of that yet, Genevieve. I would have to look into that. But him come out on a ball. And to a degree, I'm sympathetic to Kim because they were committing the crime as a group. But most of the burden fall upon she. Just like Jean and Pantan and the Crosskers them were committing the crime as a group. And see a Jean and Pantan one, the problem fall down pan. Why you think him come out crying? Because they have failed her. They have turned her backs. They have turned their backs on her. She have to sell out all the little generational wealth what she did have. She have to sell out her little business, her little transport, everything. She have to sell out to tag through this case. And she's at her wit's end. Uno can't help her. Uno not help her. But she's saying to Uno, don't rely on my political support. I cannot work for such cold-hearted people who in my darkest time have turned their backs on me. People who have feed them finger, get me in a trouble. Oh, so much money problem in a year government, Andrew Holness. Answer this question. Every ton you turn, there's some money discrepancy going on around you. See, look like Marsha get booted because of money discrepancy and you not talk. So people now blame you. Say you're corrupt without the evidence is there that there is corruption. There's tons and tons of it within your government and aided by your leadership since you've been there. Just look at the wave of your ministers that have been booted out of government. They're all to do with corruption.
Good evening, noble councillors and caretakers of the Jamaica Labour Party. I am Kimbrough Lawrence, the sitting two-term councillor for the Brownstown Division in Northwest Centre, a seat that has never been won by the Jamaica Labour Party since 1982. It took 36 years for me to single-handedly and barefooted win this seat. I have never had a walk with a party official here. I have never had a meeting with one here for my election, I should say. No, let me not say that. I've never had a walk with an official here. Right? Kim do it. Broke and everything. And she did it. Right? It so happened that 5 years ago, Ruel Reid was sent here as the caretaker, a seat that I applied for. But as they said, I'm not qualified. No problem. They sent someone, I worked with him. It so happened, that was the second letter written by one written after that. Anyway, let's leave that. Not qualified, no problem. I'll work with where I am placed. I'll grow where I am placed, right? 5 years ago, the court started from 2019. Every Wednesday, the council have to find herself a station, signing in a police book over something she don't know about. Reached out to the party, officials in the party, numerous times, seeking help to get a lawyer. None of them reach out to the answer. Reach out to our next minister. Take pity upon me and he helped me. Yeah, he helped me with the lawyer 2 times, 5 years now. 2 times. This is a case that caused me to close business, sell my father dead left van. The retroactive that I receive, I have to use it upon lawyer. I have to take time talk, Because when I'm angry, I will say things one officer. I use the dead left, the sell a van, to pay a lawyer. 2 van, to pay a lawyer. The business money, pay a lawyer till the lot done. Daughter sick, reach out, nothing. Get a little retroactive, liar. Reach out back to him, an official, nothing, no help, not even a reply. General, I come up back. I know that I am the head cornerstone in a Northwest Centre constituency. Yes, I'm aware. Because you need this seat to carry it in. If you work under the whole of them, I pressure you. And plus, the sitting else come out again. No, me party. When me now left, now go back me. Yeah, man. I go run up and down here.
This is what happened when you steal from the nation. When you steal from the children them, so the children them don't get the adequate education and the adequate services that go along with it, like proper lunch, proper meals, and proper educational facility and equipment. It was just February gone. You sing and a walla in front of we. We thought you were happy. We think nothing never go on because you say, them a go tired fi see me face. But look at it now. I mean, the load is getting heavier, isn't it? Because if not say load broke back, you wouldn't come out like this. Nobody is paying attention to you internally. You've reached out to many of them and they've looked the other way. Are you on worry and pin up their teeth? Go on, go ask them. Where ask me for? Me never get nothing out of it. They might be saying, isn't it, Kim? Bungle put on a dot. No feel, no touch. Go help Warrell take up Bungle. See there now? All dead left land. You have to sell. Now you're left on your hands and your knees. You see where the thief, the loot, no share good. This is how you have these outbursts in public because the loot no share good. The loot don't share good. This is why we're in a problem. But me go in uncharted waters now. You can't tell me if you mind my own business if you don't feel like. But a long time this thing I go on, I mean never open my mouth, me just look, watch, and go on. But Tina Chin, enough. Enough Tina Chin. Tina Chin, enough. We get it. We understand it. Enough. Year go, year come, enough Tina Chin. We get it. We understand it. We know what you're trying to say. But what you ought to look at Tina Chin and Dr. Love are two of the ancient people in a social media vlogging. Them are two of the first out here on social media. But look what you have done to yourself, Tina Chin. How much people come out a road, come past you on road with the same bitter behavior. It is not taking you anywhere. All it a do, it a drag you down. It make everybody see that you are angry, you are bitter, you are twisted. You could even extend it to bad mind. What is necessary war for every cake season? I mean, the woman business continue to grow and you continue to bog down yourself every day in bitterness. Use your social media to grow your business. You've focused enough time on this woman which have fly past you when me watch on social media long before Donna came on it in the Facebook spheres. And Jesus have mercy. Every day go year come. Cake this cake. Enough. We get it. We understand it. But look at what it have done to you. Look how much people come on social media and come past you up and fly past you. Enough. I have been watching this going on for years. Your outbursts are unnecessary. Enough. We get it. We understand it. But it's not helping you though. Good God Almighty, Tina Chin. How much time you go show we say you're going crazy? I mean, it's written all over you. Enough, darling. Enough. Focus on your business. You have great skill and craft. Focus on what you do best. And stop focus on the woman we're going places. Don't let that hold you back. Jesus have mercy. Tina Chin. Enough. We get it. We understand it. We know what you're saying. We know how you feel. You've been at it for years. You've been explaining it for years. What do you think we don't get? Focus on your beautiful craft. Focus on your beautiful craft. And stop waste big foreign on your big talent. Stop it. Enough of it. It's stale and boring now. Years it'll go on. We've lived through it. We've lived through it. We understand your feeling. It doesn't mean that you should live in the anger continuously, though. The great potentials you have, Tina Chin, the way all you depend on social media long, the way all you bright, and this is not shading you, this is reality. You should be the Oprah Winfrey of social media. A long time you're out here. A long time you have the craft. You could have been the Oprah Winfrey of social media if you didn't put all of your focus into Dana. Look how much things Dana have done rapidly, surpass you, and you're still there. Sit down and a beat and badger your poor soul every day. You could have been social media Oprah Winfrey. You choose not to do. You choose to live in bitterness. And you don't realize it's affecting your business. Because I'm not sure I would want to buy a cake from you with that bitterness over the food where you prepare for the public all the time. This is not just food you prepare for yourself, where you can say, all right, she can put the bitter fermented food down herself. Kate M. Wagwan. You can put the bitter fermented food down yourself. But you are preparing food for the public. You are doing a business. Stop the bitterness over the food where you prepare every day. Enough of it now. You have shown the bitter side of you. You have shown the miserable side of you. Use your social media time to elevate yourself and do good. Use it to do your craft. And stop the nonsense now. You did big on social media one time. And you and Dr. Lover did the big thing about you when nobody never know how this thing work or never out there, never have the confidence for out there. Look where Dr. Love is now. Enough of it. Enough. Enough of it. We get it, Tina Chin. And trust me, we get it. You don't understand that we get it. But trust me, we do. We do. It's becoming stale now, man. Every cake season. Same thing over and over and over. Enough, man. Focus on something you do. We don't call Angela Brown Burke. Because Angela Brown Burke, like all we know say, Marsha Simmet coop up 16 million out of the 19 were delegated to her thing in 2022. It only spend 3 and we don't know what she do with the other 16. Convince us, Angela Brown Burke, that you are not getting constituency development fund or money for the work in your constituency, work per road or whatever. And the condition of the road in your constituency, Angela Brown Burke, that is getting worse and worse. Come out, come tell we say them a sabotage you with money. Or otherwise, Angela Brownberg, come tell me what you do with the constituency development fund. Show us, Angela Brownberg. Show us how the constituency development fund where you get is being spent as to why a road in your constituency, Benjamin Netanyahu drop bomb in there and you won't take it up. Angela Brownberg, where are the people money, Angela Brownberg? Come out if Andrew Holness and Juliet don't give you money out of the constituency development fund, Angela Brownberg. Come tell we. But otherwise, come justify why you're on Paul Burke. Because we know say Paul Burke not too handsome, Angela Brownberg. Your husband don't have a good track record. We know that. Come out, come tell we what you do with the people, their money. Because see, Israel can't drop bomb there and you know ask for help for take it up now, cover it up. So what have you done with the constituency development fund, Angela Brownberg? Have you got your hands in the constituency development fund like Marsha Simit, Angela Brownberg? You're Paul Burke wife, you know. You're Paul Burke wife. So your fingers are not all that glorious and handsome. Chairman of the People's National Party. What a shame and disgrace, Angela Brownberg. Look at the road in your constituency, Angela Brownberg. It better you get jackass scared and walk through it because it don't make sense. You go buy, you go pay so much for front end every minute, Angela Brownberg. What a crime. What a crime against the people, Angela Brownberg. You don't think Kim want them a thief? Kim them may just thief. Kim them may just more finger fearing. But one thing we can certainly say, both sides of the kind have a finger fearing attitude when it comes to the public money. Both of them have a finger fearing attitude. Angela Brownberg, you know, shame. The chairman of the People's National Party, Angela Brownberg. What is your track record, Angela? Or you just scheme and meddle your way to the chairmanship of the party and have done nothing with it, Angela Brownberg? Never mind the money from the Constituency Development Fund. Andrew, you know, come talk how much you give Angela Brownberg. We want to know. We want to know how much millions Angela Brownberg get from the Constituency Development Fund. Like, we know, say, Marsha get 16, Marsha get 19, and Marsha only spend 3 million and all back 16. We want to know, Angela Brownberg, how much you get and how much you spend and where the rest there. Because bomb dropping at the middle of the road. And none of the money not go forward to clean up the bomb dropping at the middle of the road. So if you can't clean it up, it means that you don't have no money. Then you would have to come tell me where the money there. Or you'd have to come tell me say you don't get none or you don't get enough so you couldn't stretch go there. So Angela Brownberg, look at the state of your road and you call yourself chairman of this. Your finger-fearing husband was general secretary of the People's National Party before. Wouldn't have no grace with the people. Whether on what JLP or PNP, uno still thief. That's one thing we sure of about uno as politician. Whichever P uno end up with, uno a thief. Just look pound of fingers. Just look at the lack of development in the country. Just look at the swelter of corruption and scandal. Whichever government is in power, there's a plethora of corruption and scandal and misappropriation. All sides. What a disgrace, Angela Brownberg. What a disgrace. Monica, I would need some images from whichever constituency you're talking about, because every constituency in Jamaica, there is a similar problem like this. But Angela, this is St. Andrew, isn't it? Though it may be lower St. Andrew, Angela, you see how much Jamaica we have people that even within St. Andrew, there are different type and parts of St. Andrew. Different people in St. Andrew get different treatment. You have upper St. Andrew, you have lower St. Andrew, and you probably have midway St. Andrew. But Angela Brownberg is under duty to do something. Angela Brownberg cannot allow, and the same way, there are schools in Angela Brownberg constituency where there's woeful things that needed doing. And this is not just Angela Brownberg constituency. A lot of auxiliary workers that work within the schools, when them have them break period, them have to find one tree go under. When them have lunch, them have to find one tree go under. There is no facility at all within the system to accommodate people within them rest period, break period, changing or whatever. If rain a fall, them have to stay under tree. I mean, in these modern day, we shouldn't have a school where just have classroom only, and there's not a staff room, there isn't a changing room. It's just for sure how we waste with time quarrel over these people, where even these little simple development where, yes, most of our school have the colonial structure that we left it with. But you mean to say, over the last 80 years or so, none of our government never see the need to build at least an extra room and the compound of all of these school, a restroom and a kitchenette, so people can go somewhere, go have them lunch, because people cannot afford to go work, go buy lunch. So therefore, them have to carry lunch or work with them, and them have to sit down on that tree and eat it. So that's why me can't walk and support no politician or quarrel over any politician, because when you do that, afterward you go turn around and you go grunt and you go bear the bad life. We're so willing to grunt and bear it when it comes to protecting with politician them corruption. And sometimes we make them so devil hellish because them know say a lot of us will go there, go protect them corruption and make nice to them and all sort. While the same money if you look after we them a thief back from. And let me tell you something, Andrew Simmet, Andrew Holness. You see that airport development? Abort it. Take good advice. Abort it. Abort this airport development you're on. It doesn't make good economy for Jamaica, and I tell you why. When you improve the airport capacity in Montego Bay as you planned, improving the airport capacity at Ian Fleming as you planned, and building a new airport at Negril as you plan, abort it, Prime Minister. Let me give you a more brilliant idea. You're going to use that money, and it will leave your change after, you know. It will. And you're going to re-energize or rejuvenate or whatever you want to call it, or national or rail service, and make it a national rail service, Prime Minister. What you will have is a East Coast, West Coast train line, and you would have a north to south train line. What that would do, that would aid traveling around the country. It would allow Jamaicans to take jobs anywhere around the country because you can travel to your job on a daily basis. What that would do, Prime Minister, is drive production across the country. It would increase small businesses and all that across the country. Now, the airport plan you have, Prime Minister, the people who stand to gain from that are the international investors. You know, the foreign people, them will own the all-inclusive hotel, them in our country. And you know, the people, them will own the airline, them. Those are the people, Prime Minister, who stand to benefit from an airport capacity. That's all. We not stand for benefit, but if it's a national rail service, Prime Minister, it will drive economic productivity across the country. Your job going in would even go down. Your employment record would even go down lower because people will come from place where me come from where no job has ever been created in Black River in my lifetime. No job not created in Black River in my lifetime. So, young people within the neck of that woods would have to look job outside of them environment. A high-speed train line or a East Coast, West Coast train line would allow Jamaicans to work and travel across the country and drive more productivity across the country. But always go in the cloud and go throw money uselessly. We don't need airport capacity. We certainly don't need that. Develop our national rail service. We've once had a rail service. All we have to do is spend money and modernize it. At China, everybody a cut deal with now. There's a lot of African countries where China has assisted them in modernizing their rail service. it is an easy and faster way to move people around the country and ease the traffic on the road as well. So if this is to benefit Jamaica, it's a national rail service that you need to fix. If you don't think it's necessary to invest that amount of money in an education or in a health care, then invest it in national infrastructure. Invest it in national infrastructure. If you don't think that money where I got take improve airport capacity. Now here how stupid the man is. The man never even said him go build one airport at central Jamaica, you know. Like within Clarendon or Manchester per se. Negril, if you fix the road, it's about half an hour drive from Sangster International Airport, half an hour, 45 minutes, if we don't fix the road them. Why do you think we need two airports so closely together if that was the case? Wouldn't it make more sense to have an airport more in a central Jamaica that would serve Manchester, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth, rather than we have to continuously use Montego Bay or Kingston? If that is necessary, that would make more sense. A Montego Bay airport at Negril is not necessary. You're just catering to the tourist industry. That's all on our cater to. We don't cater to development for Jamaicans. It's just about the tourism sector. Angela Wagwan. False promise after false promise, because these promises them and nothing them will come to fruition anyway, because the Labour Party and everybody know Andrew is going to lose the next election. If them don't see it in front of them eye, then somebody would have to go get them goggles or whatever glass them need to see things from far or see things through water. But if them don't see from the polls, say Andrew unpopularity is bringing down the whole of them, and 18 years is going to be a tie compared to how Andrew Holness is going to destruct this Jamaica Labour Party, or has continued to destruct it, and the more uno latch on to him and support him, is the faster the destruction comes. But uno thinks there is hope for Andrew and the party. Uno sit down and wait. Sit down. It will be a total wipeout if we not continue like that. And let us remind those of you women who allow these thieving politicians to coerce you in wrongdoing. Let's remind them of the pressure Kim is going through now and what's to come if we don't stand on the ground when these thieves approach you and say, thief for me. Look what happened to Gina and Pantan. Look how Kim come out a ball. This is a lesson for you. Stay away from the thief them.
Evening, noble councillors and caretakers of the Jamaica Labour Party. I am Kim Brown Lawrence, the sitting two-term councillor for the Brownstown Division in Northwest Centre, a seat that has never been won by the Jamaica Labour Party since 1982. It took 36 years for me to single-handedly and barefooted win this seat. I have never had a walk with a party official here. I have never had a meeting with one here for my election, I should say. No, let me not say that. I've never had a walk with an official here. Right? Kim do it. Broke and everything. And she did it. Right? It so happened that 5 years ago, Ruel Reid was sent here as the caretaker. A seat that I applied for. But as they said, I'm not qualified. No problem. They sent someone. I worked with him. It so happened that was the second letter written by one written after that. Anyway, let's leave that. Not qualified, no problem. I'll work with where I am placed. I'll grow where I am placed, right? 5 years ago, the court started from 2019. Every Wednesday, the council have to find herself a station, signing in a police book over something she don't know about. Reached out to the party, officials in the party, numerous times, seeking help to get a lawyer. None of them reach out to the answer. Reach out to our next minister. Take pity upon me and he helped me. Yeah, he helped me with the lawyer 2 times, 5 years now. 2 times. This is a case that caused me to close business, sell my father dead left van. The retroactive that I receive, I have to use it upon lawyer. I have to take time talking, because when I'm angry, I will say things one officer. I use the dead left, the selling van, to pay a lawyer. 2 van, to pay a lawyer. The business money, pay a lawyer till the lockdown. Daughter sick, reach out, nothing. Get a little retroactive, liar. Reach out back to him, an official, nothing, no help, not even a reply. General, I come up back. I know that I am the head cornerstone in a Northwest Central constituency. Yes, I'm aware. Because you need this seat to carry it in. If you work under the whole of them, I pressure you. And plus, the sitting else come out again. No, me party. When me now left, now go back me. Yeah, man. I go run up and down here.
That was Kim Brown Lawrence at her wit's end. Help to carry the loot, but is left all alone with the burden. Ask yourself, why is Paula Llewellyn and Claudette Thomas blocking the prosecution of Ruel Reid and Fix Pinnock? It goes deeper than Kim's heartache. This corruption goes deeper than Kim's heartache. Why is Ruel Reid and Fix Pinnock not charged and put before the court? Is Paula waiting until the statute of limitation has run out? Then Paula come and tell us time has passed. Paula, blocking justice. Well, this is what you have to talk about this government, the amount they're doing all at once. The only thing you're going to say, Andrew Holness, when it makes sense, and the Labour right them. When Andrew Holness has been slaughtered at the next general election, Uno are going to say, a thief, Markidri thief the election, but we're going to ask, how could, when the Electoral Commission of Jamaica is scooped up under the arm of the Prime Minister, who would then more have the propensity to steal a general election? Thank you very much for being here this Saturday evening to come help to tell Kim's story that because she helped the Labour Party thief money from the education budget, she end up in a situation where even our Papa dead left land, she have to sell van, mash up business, and she's still walking through water, going above the head. Thank you and good afternoon from the Global Television Group.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in Parliament with a Minister of Government who has openly accepted responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a Commission of Parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution, and that Minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the Prime Minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the Minister.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support, this is embarrassing, not only to the government as a party, not only the PNP, but to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So we have to take firm actions in this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica, where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence and in which the institutions of the society are all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in them. I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.